this Monday. So I thought I'd come over here live because I've not been over here and done makeup with you all live in a while. So I'm going to show you like a makeup look that just looks like your skin and it's kind of like undetectable, which looks like you're not wearing a lot of makeup, which sometimes as being a makeup artist can be hard to do. My name is Kimberly and I'm from Tennessee. I'm a makeup artist and a hairstylist, and I've been in the beauty industry now for 28 years. So I love teaching women techniques and tips when it comes to your makeup. And I've not went live over here in a long time. So I thought I would come live, share some tips with y'all today. My son is on spring break, so I haven't been enjoying the day. I've just been enjoying like not having a lot to do, which is nice. Done a lot of spring cleaning. The weather is getting gorgeous here in Tennessee, so I'm loving that. And we're just going to do some makeup together. So I'm going to use something that's great for mature skin. It's cream foundation. I will link everything that I use. I will link it in the description once I'm off. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I'm always happy to answer them. If I can't answer them, and sometimes there's too many things coming through, I don't see it, I will come back and answer it when I'm off. So I'll check the comments. So, and if you don't follow me, I am over on Facebook as Kimberly Tudor Beauty and IG. So I would love for you all to follow me here, ask any questions you have. So I'm going to take these eye masks off. I've worn those for a little bit. This just hydrates the under eyes. I love wearing eye mask as part of my skin prep. I do it on my clients as well. But, and I've done my skin prep. So tell me if y'all tried the new Alani's. They are so good. I have been trying those. They're really, really good. So I'm trying to see. Ooh, I can share from here. Okay, hopefully it didn't cut me off. I was trying to share it over there too. We'll see how that worked. Okay, so I'm going to go in first, and you don't necessarily have to use a primer. I just really like using this soft focus primer. It just smooths out like any fine lines and wrinkles. I've got to give my dog a bath today too, which she hates taking a bath. So that's probably not going to be very fun. So I'm going to be doing that today too. But I just glide this on, and I like to leave it on for about 30 seconds before you do your foundation. And it just helps your foundation to go on smoother if you struggle with your foundation. If you have any questions of any of the products I'm showing you today, you can drop them below, and then I will help you out. Or you can come over on the FB or IG and message me, and I'll be happy to color match you, help you with any of these products. I'll link everything, like I said, for you once I'm done. And I'll link everything that I used as well for y'all in the comments. That way it's just easier for you to find what all I used. So I'm going to go in. We're going to use a cream foundation. This is a long wearing foundation. It's so hydrating. It's great for mature skin. So we're going to use it today, and we're just going to focus on a very natural, flawless makeup look. So I am like a bright winter, so I'm going to use I use more of a cool undertone because a lot of times neutrals and sometimes definitely warms pull really warm on me. So we're going to use this warm undertone. I'm going to make sure too, since I'm not went live over here in a while, that I am live. Let me know if you can see me. Just comment. Let me know that you can see me because I'm not sure if it is working. Hopefully it is. Let's see. Hold on. I'm hoping it's working over here because I didn't even check that. Okay, I think I have to sign in over here. I've never signed in on this extra device. That might help. But yeah, I'm a dog mom, so I've got to give both of them baths today. It's going to be fun. Because they do not, Mabel especially, she'll probably take off and run once she knows that she's going to be taking a bath. That's usually how she does. Let's see. I'm trying to see if this is working, and that's not the right password. Let me see. You know what I can do is I could look on my laptop. Let's do that. Because I don't have anybody here to check it for me. So we have to do it ourselves. So I'm going to look. I hate to get through it and it not even be live. That would be fun. Okay, let's see. Surely I can find it on here. Come on. It is so pretty out today. I think I'm gonna go walk today because it's just gorgeous out today. Later, there we go. Now I can see me. I am live. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to make sure I was working. Okay, it is live. I was like, oh no, it's not working. Let's see. Okay, let's get started. I gotta still got a lot to get done. So we gotta get to rock and rolling. Okay, getting this makeup done. It's working. So if you hop on, be sure to say hi. So I'm actually gonna do some underpainting today. So I'm gonna go in first with my contour shade. This is a cream, which I love using a cream. So I'm gonna go in using it first, and I'm gonna use like a little contouring brush. Let's see which one I want to use today. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this sculpting brush, and we are just going to do a little underpainting. It's going to give us a little bit more color, and I love using creams for mature skin. And I'm just gliding it, blending it into the hairline. And then we're going to come up. So we're kind of doing like, I have recently, as a makeup artist, like I love, and if you have makeup artists that you love watching, drop them in the comments. I love watching. I'm actually going to use one. I went to MAC and Sephora the other day. I had to kind of like stock up my pro kit. And I'm going to try one of the palettes that I saw there today. So we're going to try it and see what our thoughts are on it. But I'm using this cream and contouring in the areas. And then I'm going to go in. I'm actually going to use, which brush do I want to use for this? I think I'm going to use my little concealer brush for this. So I have all kinds of brushes that I love. I have some that is on my personal, I have on my own storefront that I carry makeup line on and different products. Like I said, I will drop all the info for you when I'm off, but I also love trying different product as well and sharing with you all my thoughts. So one of my favorite brushes to use is BK Beauty. I love, Nikki LaRose has a really good line that I love using her brushes. So one of the things I have really liked doing is contouring around my lips. It just makes your lips look a little fuller. I do the tops and the bottoms. So, and this is called underpainting, what we're doing. So I'm going to contour under and I'm going to contour above. And sometimes I just kind of work it. I don't go all the way up in the corner. Mainly focusing on the Cupid's bow and underneath the lip here. So it's going to give you like a little bit of a fuller lip. And then we're going to go in and blend all of that out as well. So I'm just going in and soften the edges, blending it up through the brow as well. And I'm actually going to pull it all the way out to the edges here too. As we're blending all this out. Let's go in now and kind of soften the edges here. I like it to look like really soft and natural. So it's like almost like non-detectable that you're wearing makeup. Okay, and then I'm going to go in now. This is going to be my base shade. And I'm going to use one of actually Nikki LaRose's because my kabuki brush, I either use a kabuki brush or I'm going to use the Nikki LaRose makeup brush. This is the N17. And I'm just kind of patting and kind of buffing. That's what that natural look is not applying too much foundation. So I'm basically just like sweeping, blending it out on the chin line. I like to start in the center because usually in the center of our face is where we need a little bit more product. And I'm still not going to go right up underneath the eyes because we're going to save that for our concealer. But I love using cream for this kind of makeup look because it's like basically like a soft focus makeup look. And it's natural, which I really love this wearing this in the summer. It's great for mature skin. It's great if you have dry skin as well. And just blending out all the edges. Blending it over that contour that we did because we want it to be really soft and natural. So just moves with your skin. Blend it around the edges of your neck. Like so. Kind of move my mirror where I can see too, but just very natural and hydrating, which I love. It looks like your skin, but better, and that's what I love about it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in and we're gonna do a little bit of concealer. So I'm gonna do this brightening concealer. I love this for mature skin. If you have like dry under eyes, this one has skincare in it, which I really love using one that has skincare for mature eyes. And I like to just brighten a couple of areas. And then I'm actually going to use a powder contour today too to kind of set. I always go in with my cream. So if you're doing makeup, you want to start with your creams and then use your powders to set as well. So we're going to blend this out. And I'm using another one. I'm not sure if it's sold out. I'll try to link everything for you. Like I said, I'll link it all in the description when I'm done. But I love this little triangle brush for setting under the eyes. It just gets in the corners so good to set, and then I use it to set my powders too. But I'm going to go in, we're going to like layer. So if you struggle, I feel like one of the things that comes off the soonest is our blush. So I like to layer my blush with a cream and then a powder. I'm actually going to try a new one today. I got it when I was at MAC, so we're going to try it today. Kind of going in with a neutral kind of look. So I'm trying some different products, give you all my thoughts and feedback on it. I just blend all this out, brightens up the under eyes, like so. Okay, and then one of the things I got to try, I have not tried this. I'm not sure. I think it's new. And I noticed at Sephora they have MAC now. So this is a MAC, and it's in the shade True Harmony. It's a cushiony blush, which I'm really loving. I know Rare Beauty has a brand. I have tried theirs. So, but this one is a cushiony one. It's kind of like a neutral undertone. So I'm gonna go in with that BK Beauty brush. It's the Nikki LaRose, the N17. And she has a cream side and a powder side, which I really love. It's like multi-purpose, so I love that about it. So I'm gonna go in and we are going to bounce this. It's a really pretty color. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a really pretty neutral kind of color, which is what we're kind of going for today. And I like to bring it up, blending out the edges. It blends, it feels like it blends really easily. Doesn't take much. And when you're doing this, you don't want to swap it. I'm just kind of like bouncing it on there and then bouncing it on my face to get the coverage. It just gives you a gorgeous glow. You could use this for your eyeshadow, I feel like, too. But I want to try this new palette that I got to try. I hadn't tried any of his makeup line yet. Isn't that pretty? Okay, and then I'm going to set it. So I have several translucent powders that I like to use, that I use in my Pro Kit, and I personally use. Personally, I love this one on myself for mature eyes. Where is my little mirror I just had? I don't see it. There it is. Felt like I had a hair, but I guess I don't. Okay. Oh, another little thing before I set that with powder, I'm actually gonna go in with this highlighter. So, and I'm gonna layer another layer of blush over that, so it just makes your skin look really glowy. Just has like a pink undertone, so it's really, really pretty. And I'm gonna add a little bit to the top of my brow as well, just for a little extra highlight. like so. I love that foundation. It feels good. It feels hydrating. So I'm gonna go in. Now I felt the hair. I was like, I felt the hair, but I couldn't see it. I have been using this one. Been really liking this one. This will probably go in my favorites for this month. It's the Lip Tide. It's by Whitney. She's a dermatologist, Whitney Bowe. I've been really liking this as like a lip peptide. I've been using it now for a couple of weeks, and I really, really like it. Just to kind of like hydrate and plump. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna set the under eyes. So I'm just gonna do my base and show you how I do that to set it. And then I'm gonna set it now with this translucent powder, and I'm just pressing that in to set the under eyes. Isn't that pretty? I always set my lids too, especially before you do eyeshadow. Okay, there we go. It's all glowy and dewy set. And then let's try, I have been using, this is a brow, faux brow by L'Oreal, and I've been really liking it. So I'm gonna go in here and touch up a little bit of the brows. Doing that. There's a little hair, see? We have a golden retriever and she sheds so bad, and I bet it's getting in, especially summer. I don't know if golden retrievers like shed more in the summer than they do in the winter. I bet they do, don't they? I don't know. So she's probably getting in that season where she's going to be shedding. I'm just filling in. These have like 2 prongs, so it makes it really easy to kind of fill in, and it looks natural, like natural hairs. I've been doing dishes, so you can probably hear my dishwasher going. I hear it draining, so it's loud. And then we're going to fill in this brow. Kind of like filling them in a little bit. And then I like to use a brow gel to kind of like set them. So I'm going to go in now with a brow gel to set. I love playing with makeup. It's so much fun, just trying different looks and trying different products. It's so much fun. It's getting into spring. I love the spring forward season. It's like my favorite. So good. Okay, and then our brows is like set to do. Okay, so I'm gonna try, I'm actually gonna go into, I think I'm gonna try a little bit of powder to set. Let's set this with a little bit of a powder bronzer. I did get this new shade. I saw somebody recommend it and I really love it, which I'm not gonna do with this look because you wanna use the same color tones, but this one is really pretty. I got it to try. I actually ordered one of the new, there's 2 blushes that I like. This one's a little bit brighter. I'm really liking this one. Milani for store brand wise anyway has really good products. I'm trying to find my powder bronzer. I'm still kind of on the hunt for powder bronzer that I want to try. I've seen, if you have suggestions on powder bronzers that you like, a lot of them I can't use if they go like really warm. Here's the one I was going to use. I got this one. I thought it would be good to try, but there is one by Dior. I've seen people sharing. I kind of want to try that. Who else have I saw that's come out with a new one? Maybe YSL. I've not tried any of hers. I did kind of sample a bunch. Makeup by Mario. I'm just trying to see which ones I like. when it comes to like a powder bronzer. So I'm just going to set and set under our, and what I love, I saw this behind Van Gogh, because a lot of times I've seen women do this, like going in and like aggressively taking your brush back and forth. Just all you have to do is tap it on both sides. That gets you plenty, because the biggest thing that I see women make mistakes with when it comes to your makeup is over applying. Okay, so when you're doing makeup, less is more, because a lot of times they're really pigmented anyway. So I'm going to take this same bronzer, and I'm going to kind of do this under my lips too. Let's take this little, I really love, this is the N22. So I'm going to take it and set this under my lips. It's almost like you're lining your lips. Makes them look a little fuller. That soft, natural look. And I think what I'm going to do is, because I may do a tutorial over them as well, but I've not went over here live in a while. I wanted to try it. So this is the Hung Van Gogh's palette. It was called the New Neutral. I've not tried his yet, and I'm actually going to use one of his eyeliners today. So I want to try this, because me being a neutral girl, these are really good tones for me. So let's try it and see what our thoughts are on it. I'm going to do a really natural look. So I'm going to go in with that lightest shade first, kind of just dusting it all over my lid. These feel like really soft and blendable. I don't know how the pigment is. I'm going to kind of wear it today and see what my thoughts are on this palette. I think it's got really pretty colors that I really, really like. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in. This is kind of like this champagne-y. I saw another one, Lisa, another makeup artist that I really love, has come out with one for spring it's called Betty. I think it would be really pretty to have in my pro kit. But I'm just going in now and kind of deepening the outer corner. I have almond eyes, so I like to deepen the outer corner and still just keeping it really soft. A lot of times if I go with a neutral eye, I like to go with a little bit more bold, which I love a good bold lip eye. And I'm just going to do that in a lifted look. A little bit of a lifted. And I want to take this smaller brush, this N22, and I'm going to go in kind of with that darker brown now. Tapping it off. And I'm kind of just going to concentrate this right along the lash line, just to kind of give me my guideline for my eyeliner. Give some definition to my eye line. I lose my mirror more than anybody ever seen in my entire life. Let's do the other side. And I'm just going to do it here along the lash line. This is such a pretty palette. I'm really liking the colors in it. It's so pretty. Okay, let's try to clean up the edges here a little bit. Okay, that's really a pretty palette. Okay, I'm gonna take that same color. Let's use, I wanna go with the lighter one of that. I think that kind of that lighter brown that we're using. I wanna keep the lighter underneath. Do a little bit on the other side. It's kind of like a metallic-y brown, so it's really pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, His palette is really, really pretty. And so I'm going to take, these colors are so pretty for a lid shade. His palette, this is his new, the new neutral is what it's called by Hung Van Gogh. And I'm going to use, what gold would be pretty too? I think I'm going to use this one because it's more neutral cool, which will be good for me. And I'm just going to take my finger. If your nails are not too long, your finger works great just to pop that, a little bit of that shade right on your lid. It's so pretty. Isn't that gorgeous? So they're very pretty, pigmented. I really like this neutral. I think he has some other shades in there too that you can try. And I'm gonna try his eyeliner. I got the shade, see what the shade is called to try. Soften the Edge is what we got. They feel real creamy. It's kind of like a dark chocolate brown. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do like it's natural. So I'm going to go where my top lid and my bottom line meet, kind of like right there in that corner. And I'm just going to kind of pull it in this area. These are like a gel eyeliner, so they're easy to work with. And I'm just going to kind of pull it. And we're going to tight line with this too. I love doing a tight line because it just makes your lashes look fuller. It's really good for hooded eyes, and we're kind of going to do like a micro eyeliner look because it's thinner, which if you have hooded eyes or mono lids or downward turn eyes, it's really good for that. So I just tucked it right here, and then this is where a really small brush comes in handy, and I have several that I like. Let's see if we can find ours that I like. Okay. This one is an eyeliner brush. It's good. And then BK Beauty has one too. I think I have theirs as well. Let's see if I can find it too. Yeah, BK Beauty. So a very small. This one is the 208 by BK Beauty. So I will link it in the description for y'all when I'm done. And I'm just taking it and I'm pulling it out, flicking it out to give me just a soft wing. And kind of bringing it back in. And this one is going to be really good for doing that micro eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just tap this on there. And we're going, and it's almost like we are going right along. It's going to feel like your lashes are moving. That's what you want because we're going right along the lash line to do this micro eyeliner. Either this or you want like a really sharp pencil to do this. But using a small eyeliner brush is going to work great. And you can close your eyes for this part too, and just, you'll feel your lashes moving back and forth. And there's going to be like a little bit of gaps in it. That's okay. That's what you want, because then we're going to go in and we're going to like set that with shadow. I always like setting my eyeliner with a little bit of shadow, because sometimes if your eyeballs get sweaty, as they call it, and they don't stay on good, your eyeliner can disappear. So try setting it with a similar or like-minded eyeshadow color. So I'm actually, this is a little bit darker brown, so I'm going to use that darkest brown in that Hung Van Gogh eyeshadow palette. And I'm just going to go in there and I'm just kind of like tapping that along the lash line. Kind of just like pressing it. That way it sets that in place. Keeping it really thin, like that micro eyeliner look. Like so. Isn't that pretty? I really love that. So good. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, so where'd my eyeliner go? There we go. Okay, I'm just tucking it in here. Gonna do a tight line as well. And then I'm gonna pull that out a little bit on the sides. And I'm just kind of pulling it out to the side. Just a smidge. It doesn't have to be much, just a smidge to pull that out. Okay, and then I'm going to take that same shade. There's another eyeliner that I want to try if it would do just as good on that. I don't know if I have it laid out here. I think I do, so I may try that. And I am just going to go right along the lash line. This is a gorgeous palette. I really like this. Closing my eyes and just using this thin eyeliner to go right along the lash line. That is so pretty. Okay, let's set this side now with, and what I do, once I tap it in so you get less fallout, I just kind of press it into my hand. That keeps like so much from falling out, and then just going in now and pressing that. And I don't feel like his shadows have a lot, so far from what I'm using it. This is the first time I've used it. There's not a lot of fallout. Some shadows I've used, it's terrible. You use it and like, you look like you have raccoon eyes because the fallout's terrible. This one don't seem to have a lot of fallout, which is nice. And I'm just pressing it along the lash line to fill in those gaps that we need to fill in. Isn't that pretty? I really like that. I'm gonna use a little bit more of this color too to go right on top. I like a bright lid. Just kind of in the center to bring the focus back to the center. All right, let's curl our lashes. Curling your lashes, especially if you have hooded eyes, is really, really important. BK Beauty does have a lash curler. I'm using this one, is from my website. BK Beauty has one too. I really like, this one's very comfortable and it gets really close to your lash line, which I love. And I just squeeze it a couple of times to get it right up against the lash line. I'm going to try a drugstore mascara today, especially with this look, because you want like a thin. I have one on my storefront that's called Twisted, which has a thin one. I'm going to see. I think I need to order it. Let's try this first. So this one's a really thin wand, and it's what you want. I think this one's actually going to work good. So this one is really good for, it has a little wand, which you want like a really tiny wand for this. And then it has a bigger wand to it, okay? So, which is nice to go back in and fill if you want like a little bit fuller lash. So I'm gonna go in, because this one can get really close for this look that we're going for today. And I'm going to go, I go right at the base of the lash and kind of wiggle it through. Just gives you this natural lash look. Kind of swap them across the back. Isn't that pretty? Just very soft focused makeup look. It gives you that nice wispy lash that goes good with this makeup look. Okay, that is very pretty. And do the bottom lashes too. I don't think I went across the bottom on the other side. So let's do that. Okay. I'm liking it. I think that looks so pretty. All right, let's do the lips. So I'm actually going to use, I think I'm going to use a MAC lip combo today with this makeup look. So I'm going to use, let's see, Cool Spice is one of my favorite shades. So I'm gonna go in with Cool Spice. And I kind of outline the Cupid's bow. I'm gonna show you a little technique too when you're overlining so that it's not so obvious. I kind of like filling in this Cupid's bow to kind of make it look a little fuller. And if you smile a little bit when you're doing this to tighten the list, it makes it so much easier to kind of outline. And we're just outlining the top, and then I overline the bottom too. And if you really struggle with your lipstick staying on, go in, which we could have done it today. I did not do that. Go in with a little bit of powder. It just makes your lipstick, I may set it with a little bit afterwards. And then I'm gonna go in, this is a MAC lipstick. It's called, what is it called? Cool Teddy. Cool Teddy. Isn't that pretty? Just for a really soft, natural look. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of this translucent. You wanna use like a translucent powder. And a soft little brush, like a small little brush. Whoop, whoop. That was like a catch. And then I'm gonna tap a little bit of it off in my hand. And then I'm gonna go in and just right above here, where sometimes it will get like glossy almost, and give off that you're overfilling your lip liner, and just softly blur that out. Little things like this can make the biggest difference when it comes to doing your makeup, and I kind of blurring the edges out there. Okay, there is a makeup look for today. I'm gonna go in, this is Makeup by Mario's setting spray we're gonna use today, and it is called Super Real Skin Soft Setting Spray, which I think will go really well with this look that we pulled off today. It's just natural, soft, elegant makeup look that I love. So I always just hold it above, and you want to spray like 5 to 7 times, let it set, and your makeup looks good all day. If you wanted to, you could always add a little bit of powder. We're just gonna leave it like this today. So if you have any questions, be sure to just drop them in the comments, and I will be sure when I get off, I will link, hold on, I feel like I got a hair. Why do I always feel like I got hairs on me? Anyway, I will be sure to link everything that I use in the description for you all. And if you have any questions at all, be sure to let me know. So I love you all. Thank you all for hanging out. Happy, blessed Monday. And let's see how we end it. Let's see here, maybe. Hold on. Guess it's the X. Now we're ending, y'all. Can you tell I'm new at this? Bye, guys. I love you all. Have a blessed day.